for joining us for World Kitchen today. We have a busy day. There's a lot to get in. So first off, I'm going to thank our sponsor, Outreach and Online Education's Office of Inclusion, Equity, and Diversity. We thank them for sponsoring this to make it possible. Believe it or not, we are now in season 5 of World Kitchen. We started this in October of 2020. So October started our 5th season of World Kitchen, and it has been such I can't even believe it sometimes when I think back about the fact that we've been doing this for so long. But one of the best things about doing World Kitchen has been meeting all of these amazing home cooks and chefs that have come in and done this program with me. As you know, if you've been with me for a while, we rely a lot on the Hubert H. Humphrey program at Penn State, and this year there's a new program, and I'll let my guest chefs explain that to you, called the Excel program. And this is a group of, I believe, 9 folks from Kazakhstan. So this is our first Kazakhstan World Kitchen, and then in the spring there will be at least one more, maybe 2, toward the end of the semester, the spring semester. But for now, because I would totally not pronounce their names correctly, I will let my 4 guest chefs come in, introduce themselves, tell you a little bit about their program and what they're doing, and then 2 of them will make one recipe, and the other 2 will come in later to make the second recipe. So we did have to prepare some of the dough a little ahead of time. As you could tell, it did need to rise for a couple of hours, but they're going to show you how they did it and show you the preparations for everything. And hopefully we'll all be done with this in about an hour. But come on over, ladies. You can introduce yourselves and tell them a little bit about your program.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. My name is Baljan. I'm a visiting scholar at Penn State. Also, I'm a part of Excel. We are all part of Excel program. Excel program is a new program in College of Education, which provides numerous opportunities like leadership trainings, development, like professional trainings, cultural trainings, cultural trips to Washington and Niagara Falls, and so on.
Okay, yes. My name is Torjan. I'm visiting research at Penn State, also Excel program participating. I'm geologist, and then now we're happy to share with you from some dishes from Kazakhstan.
Hello, my name is Bagila. I am also visiting scholar. I am also from Kazakhstan, and my research direction is material science. Today we will doing cook with our national foods.
Hello everyone, my name is Aynas and I'm also Excel program. My major is chemical engineering.
And you all work professionally back in Kazakhstan in different areas of business and universities, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great.
I'm from Kokshetau. It's a northern region of Kazakhstan. I work at Walekhanov University in the Department of English Language and Teaching Methods.
Great.
Yes, from Surprise University, one of the 3 of us from one university.
Okay, great. Yeah. All right, well, let's get started with the first one because I know we've got a lot to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
So today we are going to prepare 2 dishes. One of them, the first one is called manti. Manti is a very popular dish in Central Asia. Kazakh cuisine is multiple combination of dough, meat, and potatoes usually. So today we are going to prepare manti. You have already seen the recipe, yeah, I guess. So now we need a bowl. We need some flour. So I have prepared mixture of water and salt here. So also, in order to prepare a dough for manti, we need egg. So now we're going to make a dough.
Now, one of the questions that had come up earlier was whether or not you could use an egg substitute. And you had told me basically you can just do it without the egg, right?
Yes, we can do it just without eggs. And like my mom always says that without the egg, the dough, after it is steamed, after it's cooked, like it's softer than with the egg.
Okay.
But here, to be honest, the flour, or I don't know, maybe flour in US is a little bit different. So that's why we decided to add egg.
Add the egg.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dough.
So you're adding the water just by feel and touch, not necessarily a certain amount. I mean, you have the recipe, an amount of water, but you're adding it slowly.
Yes, yeah. To make the dough like elastic. If you want to be your dough elastic. Sometimes there is some water left.
Okay.
Like now. From our experience of preparing food with dough, like it's it's always a very like unexpected result. The result is always unexpected.
Not ever the same.
Yes. So
How did you learn to make this recipe?
I think my mom
Yeah.
showed it to me. Yeah, because it's very popular dish which we prepare when we have some guests or celebrations, or even like it's not like everyday dish. We can prepare it maybe on the weekend when all the family is at home and we want to like prepare something special.
Sure. So, because it takes quite a bit of time and effort to put this together. So it's not something you can come home from work in the evening and just throw it together.
Of course, especially when you're all day long at work, and yes.
Yeah. So Kazakhstan, tell me, where exactly is Kazakhstan in relation to some other countries?
Kazakhstan is situated right in the middle of Eurasian continent. It borders with Russia, China, Uzbekistan, and Turkmenistan, right? Yeah. And it has like with Russia, we have the longest border, one of the longest borders
With Russia, okay.
in
And
the world.
in many years ago, you were all under Russia, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Was
we
like
were
a part of Soviet Union.
Soviet Union,
Yes, yes.
Soviet Union. So you're kneading the dough and making it very elastic.
Elastic, yeah.
So you said that a lot of dishes in Kazakhstan have to do with dough and meat and potatoes.
Yes, yes.
So-
Sometimes potatoes,
Yeah.
But it's usually dough and meat.
Okay.
Yeah. We have another one, traditional national dish called bishparmak, and it is usually lamb meat or horse meat with the dough.
Yeah, we had an interesting discussion earlier this morning as we were preparing about the fact that they do use a lot of horse meat in Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I almost prepared
The dough?
dough. I usually put it in the bowl like this, but it's a little messy. So we usually put it like this, for example, and cover. Yeah.
Okay, and let it rise for a couple of hours?
No, not rice. It doesn't need to be like raised.
Oh, okay.
It's just need to rest.
Oh, it's the other one that uses the yeast, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
It's without. So next
Okay.
part is preparing the filling for Mantin.
okay.
Okay, hello, it's my turn. About the feeling, like a Kazakh, we have our ancestors have a nomadic lifestyle, so our life was surrounded on livestock. So the meat for us, it's like the basic nutrition. We add the meat always our food. So the feelings will be based on meat. So it will be like a beef,
Ground beef.
or yeah, or lamb. So yeah, I need to put in.
What do you need?
Oh, okay. So we should add meat, then also to like onion, meat and the onion. Sometimes there will be like a mixture of beef and the lamb. Usually, sometimes others like add some fat, but I prefer without fat. But with fat, it will be like some traditional taste.
So when you say you add the fat, do you mean the juice from the, or do you mean like actual like
Actual-
fat, like you
Actual
crush up the fat?
Yes,
Okay.
actual fat, beef fat, lamb fat. So yes, it's like a traditional taste. So Kazakh people love so when there will be some taste, but I prefer without fat. So I usually add vegetable oil to like it will be like some juice.
Yeah, make it softer, juicier.
Softer, yeah, juicier.
Now, we talked about this morning when we were talking, I said I really had a hard time. I could not find pumpkin because it is so far after Thanksgiving and Halloween here, and that's when we traditionally have pumpkins out. But what I did pick up, hoping it would work, and they said it will, is just some butternut squash. And I went ahead and got the prepared kind at Wegmans just to make life easier for us. But you can go ahead and clean and cut a butternut squash in place of pumpkin if you can't find the pumpkin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the feeling will be like different. It will be only vegetable. If some vegetarian want, there will be potato, pumpkins, onions without meat. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
It can be. Yeah.
In modern, sometimes some family even use the chicken, turkey, fish.
Okay.
I try one, but we used to use like meat, beef, and yeah. So feeling will be like yes, different, but the important, the basic ingredient is meat and the onion and some salt, pepper only.
Right. And what you were saying is because your people in Kazakhstan were traditionally nomadic and moved around all year round, they always had their livestock with them, so they always had a source of meat available. And I guess because, you know, when you move around a lot and the weather can be cold or it can be hot, you need that protein to keep you going, right?
Of course.
Yes, yes. So that's why we used yes, a lot of meat in the usually yes, it usually lamb, but beef too. Yes.
And where did you learn to make this recipe?
From family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually, I mean, this month it's not like a traditional Kazakh foods. It's so popular in Central Asia. So our like a neighborhood culture, Turkey, Uyghur. I mean, all of us preparing this. It was from popular from Silk Way. I mean, when there was some intercultural connection, we're so friendly, peaceful, and some like others nature, like cultural food become our traditional, like
Right.
like we feel that it's like ours. So yes.
Yeah. So a little bit like Indian food has become very traditional for British people because the Indians have, you know, gone in and made it, you know, so common there. So you're saying that this evolved over time through the Silk Road, through people traveling back and forth. Right?
Yeah. So everyone who live in Kazakhstan, every culture feeling that month it's like our like something that it's like together or everyone like prepared. But we have some as we mentioned, the beshfarmak, our traditional food, also will be like different in each part. For example, already we talk about that in West Kazakhstan there will be beshfarmak from fish, like using south part never do that. So only the the horse or beef. So never from fish. But West Kazakhstan, yes. So it depends. Sometimes the feeling of the monty also will be a different one. So here the most popular one, we use the beef and pumpkins. But the basic ingredients, it's meat and onions.
Okay, great. And then do you add any seasoning, salt and pepper, things
Yes.
like that? Yeah.
Yeah. And as I mentioned, I will put vegetable oil. Oil, I mean the oil, yes. Not fat. So, right, we are almost finished our fillings.
Yeah, and this is the one you told me that traditionally you would have as much onion as you do beef. It would be equal amounts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It should be like if there is a lot of onion, it's usually like tastier.
Yeah. Great. Okay.
So, okay, some salt and pepper. And the last one to be oil.
To make it more like juicier.
Yeah. Yeah. In place of the fat that you would traditionally use. Yeah.
Okay, next stage is to roll out
Roll out the dough.
the dough.
Yeah, this was fascinating. I was watching you do this earlier, and you roll it so thin. Let's see. We've got some comments in the chat. So someone is saying hello, dear Kazakhs. And then I heard the chef pronounce as mantu or manti. In Korea, we call it mandu. I see the Silk Road connection. So it's very similar, I guess,
Yeah.
for them.
Like manti, it's like mant, for example, plural form. Yeah.
Okay.
If translating from Russian, for example, yeah, manti, it's like plural form of mant. So that's why when we were preparing the recipe, we wrote manti or months.
Okay. You were telling me earlier too, because they brought their rolling pin that they're using here, and believe me, these ladies make this quite frequently. I think they live in a few different apartments around town, and I think they get together and cook. But she was telling me that the rolling pin you have in Kazakhstan is much larger, right?
Yes, it's longer and thinner.
Okay.
Like this, but just a little bit.
But very long.
Yes,
Yeah.
and long. Yeah. So with such long
Rolling pin.
pin, we can roll out very large
Amount of the dough. Yeah.
yeah. And
Oh yeah, so this is the dough that she prepared earlier, because the one she just put together for you is still kind of sitting and resting and getting ready. So
Yes.
she had prepared some dough ahead of time just so that we could move along a little bit.
yes.
So if you are cooking along with us and you didn't prepare your dough ahead of time, just keep an eye on what she's doing, and then when your dough is ready, you'll be able to do it the way she does. Although I don't know if you're going to be able to roll this as thin. She does a beautiful job with the dough.
Thank you. So the dough is very thin, as you see.
Yeah, very thin.
Yeah. So, but it depends. Some people don't like such thin dough.
Okay.
So you can try different types of. So then we cut it in a shape of square. Usually. This. So I can never do the same squares. They are always different.
Yeah. Now, this was really interesting because, again, in order to have some prepared in time for us to finish this entire world kitchen in 1 hour, they made some earlier today as we were getting prepared. And I was watching all 4 of the ladies making their version, and the way they fold it is all different. So this is really fascinating too.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of one of my very first episodes of World Kitchen was Shandong dumplings from China. And, you know, again, she had, so many different ways to fold the dumplings and make them beautiful. And I see you're putting pieces together so that you don't waste any of the dough.
Yes,
That's great. Yeah. So let's look at how a couple of them are put together. Let's see. Who wants to make the first one? Yeah.
You
hope-
put
we hope
this
you
all
like
of the prepare recipe to this flour.
Yeah.
Filling.
Uh-huh.
Put about 1 spoon or table.
One
it
tablespoon?
depends.
Yeah,
1
tablespoon
tablespoon
is
or
enough.
Spoonful
Uh-huh.
of filling to the squares and do it.
Yeah. So you pinch up the 2 corners together, the opposite corners.
Yes. Yeah.
And you pinch it together. Then you do the same on the other side, pinch that together.
Yeah.
And now you're gonna take the edges, the open parts, and pinch them together.
Yeah.
Beautiful, yeah.
And shape will be different. Each one have a good shape or design. Yeah.
Yeah,
For example, when I prepare Manti, I usually like them like closed, like
closed.
the filling is closed, like not like here.
Okay, you can
But-
see the filling
yeah.
in there? Okay.
No, it's closed, like it's not seen.
It's not, okay,
Yeah. Wait. It depends on the person who's making.
right.
Yes.
Everyone has its own style of
Yeah.
making it.
Do you wanna show us how you would do it?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So you're pinching all 4 edges together at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Then I pinch this.
and then
all
pinch
this
the sides, okay?
Yes. So it's
So it's fully closed.
Fully
I
closed.
see. Oh, yeah.
yes.
I see what you mean. Yeah, yeah. So yours is more closed.
Put
Yeah.
this prepare
So then
months to the plate
Okay.
of steam.
Now we have a steamer,
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
of all, you must put here oil because it
so it doesn't stick.
It doesn't stick.
Okay,
I wanted
so
to
you
avoid
oil
sticking.
your steamer.
Yeah, oil steamer.
Ah, okay. So you're oiling the each dumpling
Yeah.
individually.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what
Sometimes
you
you put here all of the oils. Yeah, what we want to. Yeah.
mean. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. So, just full disclosure, I went ahead and bought a steamer for this because I knew they were gonna wanna do this and I thought, we might use it again in the future. But, they sent me a picture of the steamer they typically use. So I looked for something kind of similar, although I hear it's a little different than what they're used to, but this has like 3 layers, so you could be doing 3 layers of the dumplings at the same time.
yes.
All
This is
right.
very similar to one which we use in Kazakhstan.
So yes, we are already done our monty.
We sometimes we put a little like more months, but now we have ready only this amount
Yeah.
of months. That's why like not so many of them here.
Uh-huh.
But if the family is big and you have only 3 or 4 layers, so you should put more months.
Of course.
It's okay, even if it's like full of months. It's enough for
Okay.
steam to prepare.
Yeah.
the
Everyone's
full
saying it
layer.
looks delicious. Can you use a bamboo steamer instead?
I don't know.
You never used a
have-
bamboo
yeah,
one?
I
Yeah.
have.
Usually you use aluminum steamer and metal steamer like this one.
Uh-huh.
It is a very very good cooking.
Steel.
Yeah, very good cooking. Yeah,
Okay.
Usually
Yeah, I
use.
think the bamboo steamers that used more in China, right?
Yes.
Yeah, in
yes.
China, in India, and Asian.
I have seen them in
But also this has to cook for quite a long time, like 40 minutes, 45 minutes?
Yeah,
Yes,
it cooks
usually
about 45 minutes.
Up to 45 minutes.
Up to,
It's
okay.
sometimes from 30 to 45.
Okay.
Yes.
And how do you know if it's ready? How do you know it's finished?
We tried.
You try it?
Yes. Yeah. For example, if the months are like small like this, we know that there is not like a lot of meat inside, so it can take less time. Only about 35
We
minutes.
should try
maybe.
because it depends on the fillings on the meat we put. Sometimes if it's vegetables only, it take like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. You just want to make sure your meat's thoroughly
Yeah,
cooked.
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just gonna put that on the steamer that's already over there boiling.
Yeah, you put here to boiling steamer.
Yeah, and don't worry, folks, we will be cooking the rest of all of this because we have a Excel and Humphrey holiday party this evening, and we're gonna make some more of these for the party later. All right, so we went ahead and put that on, and it's gonna steam. Okay, come on back. And now the next group is going to show us how to make their dish. Yes? All right, and what is this one called?
We want to prepare baursak.
Baursak.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's also traditional Kazakh dish,
Uh-huh.
and it's good with jam, honey, and sometimes we put in baursak salads.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's also delicious. Yeah, it's simple for preparing and delicious for eating.
Okay, great. Okay, so this one begins with milk and sugar.
Yes, at first we need to prepare At first we need to activating yeast.
Okay.
Yes. For activating we need warm milk.
Okay, so you're gonna warm it in the microwave a little bit, okay? All right. And is this again a dish that you learned from your mom or someone in your family?
I learned from my mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in our tradition, we have tradition when the oldest son in family was raised in grandparents' family.
Oh, so they live with the
Often,
grandparents?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
It's common Kazakh traditional because young couples they are inexperienced with the young child, and that's why the youngest child raised with the grandparents
Okay,
together.
Yeah.
If they live together.
right.
Yes, and my husband, he also was raised by my parents-in-law, and also we have another tradition. The youngest son should live with their parents.
Okay.
To take care of their parents, you should live together.
Yeah, I
And
think that's
that's why-
common in a lot of cultures.
Yes, in my husband's case, he was the oldest son in his parents, and he was raised by his grandparents, and he called them mom and dad.
Okay,
And also he was the oldest. He was as an youngest son in their grandparents, and that's why we live together with my grandparents.
Okay. All right, so you put the yeast and the sugar in, oh, so you're putting sugar in first.
I need to put sugar to the warm milk, and then also I need to put yeast here. And 1 tablespoon of the flour.
Okay, flour, all right.
Flour. And let it rise for about 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. All right, and by the magic of television, we have one already ready to show you.
Yes, we have the ready yeast mixture. And we need a bowl. And the next step, we should prepare mixture of the yeast mixture, flour, and also warm milk.
More milk? Okay.
Warm milk.
milk. Oh.
Warm milk. And we can add butter, or we can add also oil.
Okay.
But I prepare to put butter
Yeah,
in the
okay.
dough. Yes. But now I need to melt. That's why I
Oh, okay.
add oil.
So normally you would use butter.
Yes, normally we use butter. Yeah,
Okay.
melting butter, and salt. Where is the salt?
Just a pinch of salt, okay.
Sometimes it's not original recipe, but sometimes we add mayonnaise
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
or sour cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think the mayonnaise or the sour cream adds to the dough?
With mayonnaise it should be fluffy.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Моя gerekiyor. Bu sefer.
So this dish, you said you prepare it and you eat it with honey or jam or
Yes, or with salad.
salad, yeah?
Yeah, it depends.
And is that something you would make for a special occasion, or is this more common every day?
Again, it depends, I think, on the preferences of each family. Because there are some families which love fried dough. Yeah? They can prepare it very often. If you have some restrictions by your health, maybe you cannot eat it very often.
Yeah, one of our guests said that he's cooking along with us today. This is Doug. He's with us very, very frequently. We call him a frequent flyer here at World Kitchen. So he travels with us frequently. And he said in an email to me that he was going to make the manti, I think, but he was going to not make the fried dough because his bathroom scale told him no.
Yes. Yeah. But on like celebrations or family gatherings, it's something like must
You have to have this.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, we're always doing this one. We 3 times a week we'll prepare this baursak.
Okay.
Yeah. And when people come to our country from another country, they very like this our bread, which name is Bauyrsak. It is very tasty and delicious, and this international guests always liked our Bauyrsak.
Oh, yeah. I've had something like this at an event they did a couple of weeks ago. It was delicious.
Did you?
It was very good,
Yeah.
yes. Diane says she loves seeing how you just pour and mix the ingredients without measuring every step. You know exactly what you're doing and what you need to do to prepare the dishes without measuring everything. That's true, yeah.
When was International Days event in Penn State, we also prepare this baursak and gave to this event, and all people tried our baursak
Yeah.
and very liked this.
Very nice,
Yeah.
yeah.
And dough must be very soft. That's why I don't add it
More flour?
flour. Yes.
Okay. So not a dry dough, but a very
Yes,
soft,
very
elastic
soft
dough.
and dry
Okay.
and foamy. And then we need to put the dough to the warm place,
Uh-huh.
cover with the cloth, and put it in the warm place.
Warm place to rise.
For about 1 hour, more than 1 hour maybe.
An hour or
Yes,
more,
to,
okay.
to rise, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, and again, we have some that we prepared ahead of time to keep going. And you can see how it did rise.
Okay, it will be surprise for us too. So we're expecting.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Oh.
it really did rise. Yeah, look at that.
Can you see it?
Yeah, it doubled at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's doubled.
It's doubled in size, and it should be like fluffy.
Mhm.
If you want,
Very fluffy.
if you want baursak with the air inside,
Yeah.
it should be very fluffy and it should double in size.
Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, it looks very fluffy. It's beautiful. Yeah, all of our guests at the party tonight will love this.
Yeah, we hope so.
We didn't plan to have the party the same day as World Kitchen. It kind of had to happen because of some other issues, but it's working out well because we always make so much food during World Kitchen, and now we will have lots of people to enjoy it.
All the ingredients must be warm, not cold.
Okay,
Yeah. Especially milk.
the milk should be warm, yeah,
If you want your dough
to rise
to
and be
rise,
fluffy.
yeah.
Okay,
This really you can roll with this pin,
rolling pin,
a rolling
yeah.
pin, and it is so much bigger. You must divide it for
Okay, yeah.
separate, and using this flour, you then by rolling. You put some flours because it is easier for rolling.
Yes.
Not to be sticky.
Not to be sticky, and our
So does this dough get as thin as you make it for the Manti, or is it thicker?
no, it is
it's thicker, yeah?
yeah. Mantis, it is a very thin. Here not so must be thin.
Yeah.
For about maybe 7 or 5 millimeter,
Okay.
the thickness of this.
Yeah.
Baursak very delicious when you eat warm. When we already prepared and we are like waiting everything in our home, like waiting, and then it's warm. There will be like
Yeah.
we are not waiting when we will sit.
After you
just
must
Eat it fresh.
Yeah.
cut covering,
Oh, okay.
a special.
We brought this
Yeah.
thing with us. Like
Yeah.
we couldn't for a long time. We couldn't find the perfect size of baursak. We usually like it like this.
Yeah,
This size.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is
Round
round,
size.
round, and
I think Doug is making his dough. You can see Doug's camera. He's there. Hey, Doug. We see you making your dough.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. All right. So I
Yeah.
think we've got the oil warming up.
yeah, after you cook this baursaks in hot oil,
Uh-huh.
and oil must be warm for quickly
Frying.
frying, and this cooking, this baursak must be cooked gold brown, and we need from gold brown it will be very good looks.
Yeah.
After you must put this baursaks to
To the hot oil.
Yeah,
Okay,
to
we're
the
taking
hot
the camera
oil.
over to the oil.
yeah, put the
All right.
put this hot oil. Burn must be also evenly, and it is very quickly very quickly time have cooking our baursaks, and color is baursak must be gold brown.
Brown.
Yeah,
Golden brown.
golden
Yeah.
brown, and you put some of the here. Before our generation cook these baursaks in the street in a big pot. They for burn they used some trees. He is cooking our baursak.
Sometimes after cooking, after
Yeah.
cutting the baursak, yeah, it can be round size or it can be square.
Oh, could be square also.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
And sometimes we give some time for them to raise more.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes. But today we are the dough is very flat, so that's why we didn't wait.
Okay.
We can fry it right now.
Okay.
But sometimes we wait a little.
Yes, after cutting, we need to wait for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
We usually put it on a plate like this,
Uh-huh.
that plate, and then cover it with a towel.
And let it rise again.
Yeah,
Oh, I
he is
see.
cooking, and color is changing for
Yeah.
gold brown. And
Uh-huh.
when we see this color, we must understand this baursak is cooking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in a way, they look almost like little dumplings too, yeah.
Yeah. Some people's catering skewer, some people's catering this round. It is depends which
The
one.
shape.
Which
Yeah.
shape do you have? All of this baursak is very delicious, and these international peoples come to our country. We like our,
Yeah.
but it is our traditional, but bread.
Bread, yes.
Traditional bread.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a saying, like, who wouldn't love fried dough? It's always amazing, right?
Yeah.
Every culture has some form of fried dough,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
I think it's not enough
Burn,
fire.
burn you put, yeah.
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 If burn must be maximum, and this baursak will cook very,
Yeah,
very
just
quick.
need to heat it up a little bit more,
Yeah.
yeah. Try this batch and then heat it up a little more.
This burn must be very maximum and very hot, and during this hot time is the baursak cook very nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Our generation before cooked this baursak at the street, and a big pan,
Uh-huh.
a big pan, and they used for burn trees.
Oh, okay.
It's nowadays also some people cook baursak at the street. It depends on which one they have. Yeah.
Right.
She needs outside.
Outside, yeah, like a street
outside.
food.
The
Yeah,
street food,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Doug was asking again about the manti. So you said, because this has meat in it, it probably needs to cook more like 40 minutes. But if it was vegetarian, it would be more like 30 probably, with just the vegetables. 25 or 30 with vegetables.
You know, there are some
Yeah.
kinds of potatoes which are not with very,
Right.
very fast.
Yeah, like a sweet potato would be very tough to
It
cook.
depends on the vegetables.
Some
Yeah.
of the is cooked. You can take this.
Oh, you know, it
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
almost like a donut or a cream puff or
yeah,
something.
yeah, like donut, but yeah.
Is there a set time for the steamer to maintain the chewiness? I think that the steamer, the manti in the steamer, Kim, is primarily to make sure that the meat is cooked through. I think the dough probably cooks fairly quickly, but the meat needs to be completely cooked through. Yeah,
Maximum duration is 45.
45 at the most. Okay.
Yeah. This is gold brown.
Golden brown. Yeah, they're
golden brown
beautiful.
and color is you can put yeah another kaderi baursak
Uh-huh.
here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So these are the ones that have been sitting for a bit? Okay.
yeah.
Maybe at first we show how Mantin is.
Okay, all right. That's okay, she can be cooking and we can move this over, that's fine. Yeah, so she's gonna go ahead and cook some more of those. And in the meantime, we are going to show you how the manti has come out.
Yeah, Mantin
So
is
let me
very,
get,
yeah.
let's wipe this off here a little bit. Just a minute, Alex, hang on a minute, we're maneuvering, folks, we'll be right with you. I was gonna wipe that off a little bit. Okay, there we go, all right. So they brought the Monty over. And there we go. This is the ones that we were cooking earlier for you. There's some more in the steamer right now that are still cooking that they made while you watched. But these were some that we made a little bit ahead of time so they could be cooking at the beginning of our program today, just so we would be sure to have them ready in time to show you. So this is what the Monty came out looking like, and as you can see, there are different varieties of how they were folded, but they all turned out beautifully. Here, let me hold this up a little bit, see if you can see it a little bit better.
We usually serve manti with homemade butter,
Melted butter.
yeah, melted homemade butter.
Uh-huh,
Or sometimes we can prepare like different sauces.
uh-huh.
In Kazakhstan, very popular sauces are onions with tomatoes, or just fried onions maybe, and we put it.
And sour cream, you said?
Or sometimes sour
Sour
cream,
cream.
yeah. So
Yeah.
here you can eat it with any sauce you like.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, we have some of the Bauyrsak also ready to show you.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
ready baursak and very delicious color of that baursak
Yeah.
as I said.
You can see how beautiful golden brown.
Golden brown, yeah.
And they're very warm, but you can see also they did puff up as they cooked. And they look almost like a biscuit or a donut.
Yeah, likes to donut and those
yeah.
biscuit.
So you
But
would,
it is our national Kazakh tradition bread.
and you would eat them with jam or honey.
With
and tea.
cream, maybe
yes.
with salad, if
With
we
salad.
cut and put in
Put salad in
salad
the
in the
Which one we
baursak?
have it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
yeah, whatever you want.
yeah.
So look, you can see like these baursaks look like something. There is something inside, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So the perfect baursak, which is raised very good, it should look like there is something inside.
So can we open one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you
for
can
example,
open and try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks like
It's
something
very
inside.
empty
See?
here.
It's
You
very
put-
Oh, it's
fluffy
steamy.
Yeah,
and
still,
foamy.
you put some kind of creams and jams. Yeah, it will be easy. Some people, all peoples in our country eat this baursak with jams and only.
I'm really sorry you can't try this because it's delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, again, fried dough. Who doesn't love fried dough, right?
Yeah.
So this is really good. Very simple, very, very simple, as you could see. Something not easy, I guess, because you've got the rolling and all of that, but also just very delicious. And I mean, I think it would be lovely for breakfast, especially.
Yeah,
you
it
know.
is very.
I can see my
lovely
husband
breakfast.
eating this with some walnuts and feta cheese and
Yeah,
honey, and
yeah,
put that in
yeah.
here. I think he would love
Jams.
that.
Yeah, our people use jams
My
for
colleague,
eating.
my colleague here at Penn State, when she first tried this, she she took some home, and she said that they are delicious with Nutella.
Nutella, oh yes,
This is
definitely,
One of the
yeah.
more
All right,
options how to
I
eat
want
it.
to try one of these as well, though, just so that we make sure they know that we have tried these and we are eating these.
All of
Okay, I
us
should try
miss, yes. It's like a 4 months.
So good, and well, we use butternut squash. Pumpkin or butternut squash gives it a little bit of a sweetness.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. The size of months can be like different. If like it depends on your preferences. On what, for example, there are some families which have, or if it is a very big family, you can make monty like bigger size.
Bigger
size,
size,
yeah.
okay.
Yes.
And then would you cut it for the family, or how would they eat it?
I don't know. Like it's
Not so big.
Not
but
so big?
no. I mean,
Maybe double size of
Oh,
the-
okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
husband, in my childhood, my mother prepared these months from potato and onions because in our country some people don't like meats, and my mother put here potatoes, onions, and butter. Butter, only vegetables. It is a vegetarian mante.
Sure,
Yeah, some people did this mante with this vegetable mante, and it depends on which one we have. Some people put here onions, like our friends Tovja, meat and pumpkin and onion, and some little bit put.
Okay.
Yeah, we
But as you can see, Alex, if you can go back to the overhead, it is, sorry, he's gonna switch over. It is really fully cooked in there. You can tell the meat is nice and browned and everything is fully cooked. So it looks great, and the dough is lovely. It all tastes wonderful.
it is a delicious.
It's very delicious. And I could see where, having it with some onions, tomato sauce, whatever, and the sour cream would also just make it really nice. Yeah. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming in and helping out. And like I said, we're going to be cooking here all afternoon to get ready for our party this evening. But I really appreciate you coming and sharing your wonderful food and culture with us. It's been so much fun having you here. And I look forward to the next group who will come in April, I believe, for the next group from Kazakhstan. So
Thank you.
thank you all so much. Thank you.
thank you for having us.
Thank you for cooking with us. And we would love to see your photos when you have yours ready. So send them along. You all got an email from me this morning. If you've made it, or if you're going to make it in the future, just be sure to send us a photo of what you have created based on what these ladies shared with you today. Thanks so much, and we will see you next month. Keep an eye out for World Kitchen Costa Rica in January, and that should be up sometime next week on the WPSU website. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Videos like this are made possible by support from viewers like you. If you enjoyed this video, visit WPSU.org to become a member today and help us create more content like this.